Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be going over my January paycheck number 1 recap, and we're going to go over my expense trackers, so all of my spending for the last 2 weeks. All right, well, I am using the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck workbook, and what I purchased was the boxed set. So it's got this little trifold, and I got these little Velcro dots at Walmart. They weren't but, $3, a little bit less than $3. And these have come in really helpful because this doesn't want to stay closed. And I don't put this back into the little box that it came in. I keep it out all the time. And so without the Velcro, it just doesn't close. So Velcro, it was such a good idea to do. All right, well, let's talk about paycheck number 1. So paycheck number 1 was January the 8th through January the 21st. And what I had budgeted for my full-time job, my income was $1,700, and I did get paid $1,700. Next is my YouTube income, and of course I don't budget anything for YouTube income because I don't expect YouTube income. YouTube income is not guaranteed. It fluctuates, and I never know if I'm going to get a paycheck until the day of, and I don't know until the day of how much that check is going to be. So I did get paid from YouTube, and my YouTube income was $694.46, which is, I feel so, gosh, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos, watching the ads. It really does mean a lot to me. I have been on a financial journey the last 2 years, and this YouTube income, it helps me reach my goals. And you guys have been a huge part of my journey, and I just appreciate this so much. I was blown away when I saw how much my YouTube income is. So please know that I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. And, to see this number, I appreciate the love. I really do. So thank you to each and every one of you guys that watches my videos. If you comment, I really appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So next source of income was Facebook Marketplace. Of course, I didn't budget anything for that, but I did end up making $70 from Facebook Marketplace. So my income total that I budgeted was $1,700, but let's add up my actual. So I had $1,700 plus $694.46 plus 70 was $2,464.46. That number is just shocking to me. I don't even know what to say. That is completely unexpected. So 2,464.46 for income. Okay, so what I budgeted for my bills was my rent. I set aside half of my rent every paycheck. I did that. So it was $450. So we're going to take the total income and subtract $450. So that is, let's see, total of $450. Hopefully I've got you guys in frame where you can see this. I've got the camera up a little bit higher so you can see all of it. Hopefully this angle is good for you guys. All right, so taking into account the $450 leaves me a remaining balance of $2,014.46. And carrying this number over to the top here of the envelope category. So this is the leftover, which it was $2,014.46. Now my envelopes, I ended up taking out exactly what I had budgeted. So that was $120 for food, $20 for household, $50 for fur babies, $20 for gas. Okay, so my total spending was, I took $65.73 from my Facebook Marketplace income and added the $20 that I had budgeted. So I actually ended up with $85.73 for spending. And I'll get into what I spent the money on here in a bit. So let's add up the actual here. So that's $120 for food, $20 for household, $50 for fur babies, $20 for gas, $85.73 for spending. So that gave me a total of $295.73. So let's take the total remaining here, 2014.46 minus $295.73 is $1,718.73. I am going back now because I had to erase all my stuff. So going over this again, Christmas, I did end up putting $50 into my envelopes. Gifts was $30. Fur babies is $30. YouTube was $50. All of those amounts were fine. The savings from my paycheck, which I did end up putting $860 in savings from my check. So now let's subtract these amounts here so I know what my extra savings is. So we're going to take the remaining, so $1,718.73. We're going to subtract $50 for Christmas, $30 for gifts, $30 for fur babies, $50 for YouTube, and $860 from the savings, and that is $698.73. And let me just do the math here. So if I take $698.73 and subtract $694.46, should be, just want to check my totals here, and that is the $427. Okay, so I am in balance to the penny. So what that means is that my total sinking funds is, let's see, 1020, because I know that this column here is 1020, plus 698.73 is total sinking funds, or total in this section rather, which is sinking funds and savings for me, is $1,718.73, and that is super exciting. So that means that my leftover is $0. So that's a zero-based budget. Doesn't mean I don't have any money because I do have savings. I've just accounted for every penny. So that is my recap. Let's go to my trackers and see how I did. So I have these split up into a few different categories. I've got one tracker for my checking, one tracker for my cash envelopes, and then I also have a tracker for savings, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But let's start with checking here. So the way that this Budget by Paycheck workbook, I guess the suggested way to do this, is the highlighter method. So I'm going to highlight similar categories. So all of my utilities, if I look at my highlighters, which I did realize putting the labels on these highlighters, I got the idea from the Budget Moms Facebook group. So utilities, let's go ahead and go through these transactions. So the first utility that I had was my rent, and that was $900, and that was paid. And then do I have any other utilities? I do not. So the next is going to be savings, and this is the color that I chose for my savings. So I had savings of $450. And then I also put $860 into savings from my paycheck. I also had savings of $22.62. Okay, so savings of $427. And savings for my YouTube income, $694.46. Next category is, let's see here, cash envelopes, which I'm not going to be highlighting. I will not be highlighting sinking funds, but I did purchase a gift. My grandbaby has a birthday coming up in the month of February, and I did purchase a gift on Amazon for her. And that was $34.22. So we'll highlight that in blue. Last is a moving category, and go ahead and highlight that for moving. So I'm not going to highlight my income or the money that I transfer over for cash envelopes. I think I'm doing that right. We'll see. When I close out my budget, we'll see if I'm right. All right, so that's checking. And then let's go to my cash envelope tracker. Let's start with groceries. So I went grocery shopping. I spent $57. And then I went grocery shopping again and spent $33. And that was it for groceries. So I was definitely under budget for groceries, which was really good. Moving on to my spending, I spent $1 for a donation, $10 at Walgreens, and then another donation for $1. I got some lottery tickets because holy moly, the Powerball and the Mega Millions, I think today it's up to $1 billion on the Mega Millions, but I'm going to resist the urge to go get lottery tickets. I did not win, by the way. So I did spend $6 on lottery tickets and then $6 at Chick-fil-A. So that is spending. Let's see what else. Household. So here's household, and I spent $8 at Walmart on household supplies. Whoopsies. And then another $8. Huh. Strange, it's the same amount. And that was it for household. And last is fur babies. And I spent $25 on fur babies. And again, I'm not going to highlight the funds that I deposited. What I like about doing the tracker this way is that I know that in all of my cash envelopes, fur babies, groceries, household, gas and oil changes, and spending, the total that I have in these envelopes is $220, which is really good to know. So I know what my balance is. Okay, moving on to the next tracker, which is savings. And I'm not going to highlight these, but I'll just show you all of the savings that I was able to do over the last 2 weeks. I had a check come in from USAA for $16.41. $450 also from my previous paycheck, which would have been the last paycheck in December, I think. And then $860 saved from paycheck number 1. So $22.62, $427, and then my YouTube income, $694.46. Gives me an ending savings balance of $2,377.05. I'm enjoying doing the budgeting this way. And I'm really going to be interested to see at the end of January, how my spending looks. This is something I've never done before, and it may seem like a lot of work to some people to do this like level of detail, but I have never done it and I want to give it a try. Worst case, if I don't like it, I can always go back to just writing it in a notebook and calling it a day. But this to me, I think is going to be eye-opening, especially looking at the trends month after month. All right, guys, that is everything for January Paycheck number 1 recap and my spending trackers. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.